What's good, good people? It's your boy, Tony, T-Double Prince, a.k.a. Triple T, T-Double Willis, bringing the education, entertainment to this podcast.
Rob Bing in the house, bringing the laughter, the comedy, and the cooking, everything you need in one stop. Boom.
It's EJ, Easy Willis, bringing the fun, the laughter, sports, entertainment, all in one coming at you.
And we're bringing you good dads,
Bad dads.
Podcast.
all at once. Boom! What's good, everybody? Hey, as we know, hip-hop turned 50 this year. As we know, your boy turned 50 this year. Everybody say happy birthday to your boy.
Birthday, dog. Happy birthday, player.
So, the beauty about this, I had my baby boy, my youngest son, to look up all the information. You know, August the 11th, 1973 is when hip hop was discovered. Did y'all know that?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all knew that?
No, we knew
Found out today.
I didn't know the exact
the exact date. I knew the
Yeah.
So y'all know the
roundabout.
story?
Yeah.
Do y'all know the story?
Now, break it down for us.
So the story is on August 11th, 1973, hip hop. This is how my son broke it down. August 11th, 2023, hip hop had its 50th anniversary. The day hip hop anniversary was decided on the date because of August 11th, 1973, a young woman from the Bronx threw a back to school party at her apartment complex recreation center. To keep costs manageable, she hired her 18-year-old brother, known for his serious sound system, to be the DJ. The woman was Cindy Campbell, and her brother, Clive, better known to hip-hop aficionados as DJ Kool Hertz.
That's a start, man. You know, like I said, like what everybody said, we knew it started around that time. This is the first time I knew about the exact date. I knew it was Big Herc and all of that, and back in the day. So, I mean, that was something new that I can put in my mental Rolodex. Now I know.
And that's the whole other thing. Like right now, this is a rebranding of this podcast. I've brought my brother onto this podcast. Like I said, we see the crew is the same, but there's a rebranding, a new building to this. We still got the same host. Shout out to Sweat Boxing. We had our re-grand opening today. To my boys, Brandon Paraway, Hector Vasquez, official sponsors to this podcast. To my boys, I want to shout out. I'm proud of you boys.
Congrats.
Our new spot is very, very nice. I'm proud of you boys. Hey, stay tuned into this. This podcast is hip hop. It's hip. It's parenting. It's love. It's like the storytelling that we're coming from is told from my youngest son. And y'all see, check out the shirt. Check out the merch. Like, we got a market. We got a brand every which way. Mm-hmm. This brand.
Show enough egg rolls. Don't forget, show enough egg rolls. Look us up on IG. 52 different varieties of egg rolls, something like you ain't never seen here. So we keep it moving, sponsoring small things like this, turn into big things that everybody know about. Joe Rogan podcast, Drink Champs podcast. There's a couple of different podcasts that started off humble like we doing now and just wait for our turn to blow.
Yes, sir. This will, like, we got all the different, everybody in their lane doing their thing, but it's all coming together like a big gumbo. Just doing together, and we just, you know what I'm saying? And the big cat guy, the Prince, Triple T, just stirring that big gumbo. Like I said, shout out to my boys, Brandon Paraway, Hector Vasquez with the new gym. It's beautiful. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. Do you guys feel like hip hop is kind of dying out? Like recently, Juicy J came out. And he was calling for all the old heads to get together and try to because he felt like record sales for hip hop overall has fell down like 40%. So he was calling, he was like, how do y'all, because I know like a lot of older generation don't really feel a lot of this newer generation rap. Like, what's in y'all playlist? Like, I know, like, my man Big Rod, like I said, we listen to podcasts and stuff like that as we working out. I mean, I listen to music too. But, like,
I think it's evolving. Is it like everything got to change? Even like everybody watching NBA, like I think no telling how many threes they take in games now. Like back when we was playing, you couldn't shoot that many threes. But everything is evolving. So hip hop is evolving. Some people call it mumble rap.
like, what artists are you listening to?
You know, I still, I'm old school. I still like Nas, Jay-Z.
When you working out?
Yeah, I think I work out to probably Lil Wayne more than anything. No ceilings. That's
what about you?
You know.
Oh, I work King Von, of course Jay-Z, DMX, you know, Pac, but Future is big, and Kodak. I listen to Kodak, Black.
Jose?
Oh, there's a variety of ones. Like, you know, you go back to Eric B, you know, Paid in Full. Back that older rap music when it had a meaning to it. Now, like today, it's all about drugs and, you know, eating ass and just so on and so forth.
Using drugs, not selling drugs, using drugs.
So back then, I mean, they talked about smoking weed and doing a little bit of coke, white lines. I don't know if you remember stuff like that. But the music I usually like listen to, like I said, of course, Jay-Z. And I mean, Eminem is another one.
And just to work out too.
Yeah, just to work out, kind of get you that, to get you that hype going.
That mental. Yeah. That's why I said, like, where hip hop, because this the beauty about like where this podcast is now and the whole little rebranding, and to have my brother on this podcast and hosting, and where the episodes are going to start growing to. And like I said, to be hip hop fathers, I'm a hip hop father. Yeah, I mean, me and this guy was given the first example of a hip hop. Our dad wasn't just, he was a blues guy. But he was a hip hop dad too. He loved Pac and Biggie. You know, he wasn't just no big rap fan, but he did love Pac. He loved Biggie, and like what I feel is the first example of a first generation, because we got our fraternity. I got T-shirts. I think they made, they finna get made up.
Delta Alpha, Delta Sigma. That's that. It's the dad's fraternity. So it's brotherhood of fatherhood. So it's just one thing for certain. We all can get together. We can all fathers can understand. We got the same pressures, the same attitudes, and we just trying to help build a brother up, man. You know, and it's something I learned going through being we was fathers early, so we learned like on the fly, and I can give that advice to some young guys, like, hey, if you're a young father, you need to do this, this, and this. If it start an account or just be there, presence, you know, just be there. And that's the main thing we trying to teach these dads. You ain't got to be perfect. You just got to just put forth the effort.
Yes.
It's the beats that they're coming up with. The trap beats they're coming out with, man. They are kind of, they get you going.
Catchy.
But, catchy. But the lyrics, some don't even have much lyrics. I want to rock. And I'm like, okay, so what do you want to rock to?
That's it.
Last time I heard I want to rock was I want to rock right now. I'm raw bass and I came to get down. You know, some raw bass and DJ Easy Rock.
Or Slick Rick, he'd tell the whole story.
Oh,
you know, you can listen to the rap, the whole story. You're like, damn, you can hear it and you can see it in your mind. Like, you know, when he was running from the police, and I mean, it's the whole story. So it's a little different, but with us old heads hanging on, you know.
Yeah. But
so is that the big criticism right now between, cause like my whole little thing with this podcast, I want to bridge the old generation with the new generation. I don't want like no hatred between either or, and for all of us to understand each side. Like, and so from that point, is that one of the criticisms that we as older heads have?
Yeah. EJ was saying, so I'm gonna let you finish your.
Like I was saying, it's important for the old heads like us no matter what we like or not, it's still freedom of speech, and that's what it's brought up on. So if you like it or not, but it's still freedom to young kids, even if they not really saying, but it's their freedom of speech, and that's what hip hop is about. Because if you look at where it come from nothing. Like for us being poor, bebop, it don't cost nothing to do that.
Yeah.
To hit the table and start rapping
with the quarter. With the quarter,
yeah. Didn't have no money.
And then the beatbox, like
Biz Marquis,
Fat Boys,
Yeah.
Biz Marquis, yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? For it to get to this point,
and Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Fresh. Yeah.
For it to get to this point, but you know, we was fortunate enough to be in the era where we've seen amazing talent. Amazing talent. When you talk about the guys from Pac to Big to Nas to
Outkast,
Tribe Called Quest,
Wu-Tang,
Jay-Z. These guys was, you know, for us telling stories.
Scarface, definitely, yeah.
So we was blessed to be in that era to kind of just really, and I don't want to leave out Ice Cube because I think you don't get it just due.
Yeah.
So we grew up with nothing but Tejano music and stuff. So when rap was down there, it was like, you know, yeah, we listened to it, like the Too Short, all this stuff was pretty much mainstream, you know what I mean? The NWA, Easy. Oh, when Easy came out in 8th grade.
Yes.
Just Easy Does It. That was just, man. I don't know if you guys remember back bumping that, but putting your home speakers into the car.
House speakers. Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
I thought you had subs in there, but you know what I mean? You going to school with bumping with your mom driving, you know, or dad, whoever, man. But
Easy was big. He was real big back then.
And then he pushed boys from Cleveland, Bone Thugs. So I mean, it's just like they was just branching out,
Crucial
moving,
Conflict,
Crucial Conflict. Yeah. Then you went up to Chicago. Then you got Twister. Just started the fast rap type stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And Do or Die.
Yeah, Do or Die.
Chicago.
And then Tech 9 out of Kansas City. That was another one that spit pretty quick.
Yeah, I remember, like you say, different cities. Like I remember 8-Ball MJG, like that Tennessee stuff. That was new to us, and then it started moving down. And I know Houston had Swisher House, and then don't forget Swap House. Then New Orleans had that whole No Limit thing, and that was for years. They was running.
That's what I said. So that was the beauty of like all this stuff.
Remember in the '90s, early 2000s, it was hip hop mixed with R&B. And that was like a nice, that was some nice, like right now you got,
that was my line.
Saying, you got stickers saying, take me back to the 90s, like 90s R&B, it was, 112, then you have a rapper come in on their album.
112. Who was that?
Even when 50 first came out, he was kind of rapping and singing a little bit. I mean, Ja Rule, everything was kind of blended in. Yeah.
Brian McKnight, It definitely had a
good time back then.
A good, good mix. If you got a good mix, you good. But and they made some money doing that. But like the late '90s when everything changed, No Limit. Well, No Limit was still going, and then you had Cash Money,
and they was doing movies too. So that started the independent movie. They was independent, and they started independent movie. Before we go on, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Keep on listening, but just hit that like button. I hear all the YouTube people be like, you can listen to the thing, like, oh, I'm vibing with them, and then you forget to put the like, man. First thing you do, come in, hit the like button, and then hit the subscribe button, and we'll alert you when we drop something new. So just keep doing that. We appreciate that.
Like I said, all this is all premeditated out. Like the beauty about this, like I said, this is fatherhood, this hip hop fatherhood. I got my youngest son, and I'm representing my oldest son. One of the beautiful things with this man, and like when we came to know each other at our mutual business associates, Brandon and Hector, with me and this man, and like how he was able to go to the wedding of his daughter's How y'all get along?
No, we cool, Mike. Like my man Ray, I know he gonna watch this too. Like he going to the Lions versus the Saints in December 3rd, and he called me like, we going there. All right, we gonna hook up there. I mean, we cool like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's about growing as men and as fathers. Like me and my daughter's mother, we was young, had a baby. My daughter 28 now. Man, me and her stepdad, best of friends. I go there, he holler at me. He come here, he holler at me. I mean, it's just mutual love, and that's how it should be. And with this podcast, we're gonna talk about different points, fun stuff like what we doing now, talking about 50th anniversary of hip hop. We're gonna talk about fathering principles to make you a better man, and we're gonna get uncomfortable sometimes to talk about what we need to do as men, as far as getting uncomfortable talking about getting that colon checked, man. You know what I'm saying? Watching out for that diabetes. This stuff we're gonna have to get uncomfortable, man. You know,
I'm going through all that. I said, like everything we've been going through with the podcast, where we've been wanting to, you know.
Yeah, if we talk about 50th anniversary of Hip Hop Dads, that means pretty much everybody over here is probably close to 50. You know what I'm saying? So our kids are getting older, and we got health is a priority now. So we can still have fun. Like Drink Champs. I love Drink Champs. It's a couple podcasts I follow that they just test liquor. And I like that too. We can do that too. We can bring a bottle of liquor, put on there. We can have a taste test, but at the same time, the next one, we're going to talk about walking or exercising or doing something that you like. You know, that's how I met him. Like some people ain't into weights all the time, but I got into boxing, and I love boxing. And you do what you can to keep in shape. I mean, I just recently got into rucking, and this sounds crazy. It's like rucking is walking with a backpack, like a weight vest or something like that. And that's what the Army and all the, the military do. And that's some good working out. I mean, you getting up and walking 3 or 4 miles with 20, 30 pounds on you. It's little stuff like that people may not know about that can help you. Everybody ain't going to go in the gym at 225. At 50 years old, everybody can't do 250 and 245. Well, these guys can, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? But I got to look at them and say they doing 250 and all that. But I'm just saying you got to find what helps you be you and live longer. Right now, it's about optimum health. So if it's walking, if it's doing 10 push-ups, walking a half a mile, do another 10 push-ups. So it's something that you can do to make you healthier rather, so you can be there for when your daughter get married, your son has a graduation, or the grandkids popping out. So you want to be able to still pick them up, take them to Disney, or drive 8 hours to go see him, or jump in the plane. So some of our fathers, if they're still living, thank God, that maybe can't get in the plane or something like that. So we got to push, like, let's eat a little healthier, and all your meals shouldn't come from a box or come from a drive-through. So it's the stuff that we about to push forward on this podcast to make everybody come through and be like, I mess with them dudes. They cool. They always have a nice guest on there. They always talking about good stuff. They having fun. And like back in the 80s cartoon, you can sneak the message in, G.I. Joe style.
We forget Master P. We forget Dion. Hey, watch. I promise y'all, we forget Master P. We gonna get
Deion Sanders in, we'll blow up. You get Deion Sanders in one time,
We get Deion.
We coming, goddammit. We coming.
We gonna get Master. I'm gonna get Master P first. I'm gonna get Master P to work it for me and get Deion. Come get Skip Cheatham. I'll get Skip Cheatham to help me get Master P. Then once me and Skip Cheatham get Master P, then me and Skip Cheatham and Master P go get Deion. Then once we get that, like I said, then we're going to get 50. When we get 50, then we're going to blow up.
We're going to blow up, man. I mean, everybody got to start somewhere. They say a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So we at that one step method right now. So just keep watching us. And you know how some people have, like, even with the Show Enough Egg Rolls, I remember we had like seven followers. I was like, my daughter, my girl, my boy, you know what I'm saying? Now I think we up at 15,000. So, I mean, I watched it grow, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool to see somebody start from the bottom and just keep moving up. So from 2 followers to 20,000, just keep watching it and pay attention.
Right now, one of the main topics in this day and time in hip hop and parenting, let's go into Deion a little bit.
So, as far as him coaching out there, I think he's doing a great job. He's getting all this attention and doing everything. Oh, Deion, this. I think he's doing a good job. He's bringing that old school way of coaching and teaching these young kids discipline. You know what I mean? He's teaching them just the way that we used to, play football.
Yeah.
Not like this new age. You know what I mean? This
Everybody get trophies type.
Yeah, not everybody's a winner. Like Nelly says, one's number one, number two, whatever, number three that no one remembers. So as far as him as a coach, what he's doing, he's got his kids on his team. His kids are athletes too.
Yeah.
And they earn that spot, not just because his kids. They are hell of athletes, both of them. And as far as him coaching, I think he's doing an outstanding job. And I think he needs to keep doing what he's doing because he's teaching other coaches how to coach. And I think they envy him. That's why they always talk shit about him. And my mama taught me, take your glasses off when you're speaking. That's just Dion. What if he's got an eye problem and we can't see because of the bright lights or something? Keep your mouth shut. Just play the game. Just respect the man. You know what I mean? Just respect what he's doing to the game. A man coming from this division and coming into a D1 school and taking that program from winning one game?
Two. I think he won two games the whole year.
To where they're at now?
Yeah.
He's doing something. Like you said, we talked about this earlier. Give him 2 years.
Yeah.
Give him 2 years. He's going to turn that program completely around.
Completely.
You know what I mean? Like he told the guys at the beginning,
I think next year.
Hit that portal.
I think
next year.
I really think I'm with you guys 2 years. About 2 years.
Will they make a bowl this year? Will they get in the bowl game this year?
Two more games.
Two more. Got two more.
So
Two more.
And even coming into a D1, school like that.
So they win 2 more games. They make a bowl.
And said, I've always liked Dion too. I mean, I didn't like him, of course, when he was with Atlanta or the 49ers. But, when he came play with the Cowboys. But you got to understand, there's very few athletes like Bo Jackson's another one that play 2 sports.
Yeah.
You know how good you got to be to play 2 professional sports, man. It's crazy, man.
And the way that Deion Sanders did that, it was crazy. So I have mad respect for that man for what he's doing.
And both of them have.
I didn't realize how good he was in baseball. I didn't really know how good. He was
a beast in baseball too.
Yeah.
But like I said, he
didn't know until when.
Till recently, like I knew he played baseball. I thought he was like Michael Jordan. Like he made the team because his name.
He played.
Dog, like when I watched the highlights, I'm like, oh, he was the truth. Yeah,
he was good.
His batting average was up there too. I was impressed with that. So we're gonna go with you next on what you feel about Dion.
Oh yeah, Dion. I believe he's doing a good job for what he got. He's doing a good job. I think like for him.
But did you know about this recent with the coach?
No, I ain't know nothing about that.
Okay.
But him doing life lessons with these guys and teaching them more than football. And then he taking them under his wing and man, he teaching these guys life lessons. So yeah, he doing good. Of course, the line gotta get better, but it's amazing to see. I think it was 111 team or whatever. He already done
turned it around.
Turned it around and win 4-5 games at this point. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see that.
I heard the atmosphere down there is out of control.
The atmosphere and what he's bringing. The Warren Sapp coming.
Yep.
He's coming next year on the coaching staff. Man, Dion changed lives. And that's what it's about. It is bigger than football with him. And he changed life, and he been changing lives. If you stayed in Texas, you understand what Dion has been doing. So, salute to Dion. I got much respect for him. We already know he's an amazing player, for his talent, probably top 5 that I ever seen. But what he doing, going through surgery with his feet, having toes amputated, fighting. Oh man, you can't. I mean, who can't root for that? Who won't? Like
Even in his losses, he like, hey, we got at the press conference, we got beat. They beat us. They beat us down. No excuses. No, I was missing my best player. He just like, hey, they beat us. They was bigger than us up front, and it's gonna change. And like what he said was, you better get us now.
Yeah.
And I felt that, like, you better get us now. You know what I'm saying?
And again,
he said he about 7-8 dogs a week for really competing the way he want to. So man, salute to him. you know, for what he did and what the culture he bringing there to
Yeah.
Colorado, who frankly, I've been watching college football for a long time. They hadn't did nothing since Bieniemy and Derek Hagan in the 90s.
Yeah, ain't nobody had no Colorado jersey or no sweatshirt.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
You know, you know, it's definitely, you know, hey, he changing lives, and that's a beautiful thing when you changing lives. And
You know what's crazy, man? When he, like you said, when you said about the glass, like, hey, I ain't never take glasses off when you talk to somebody. Just him being there, they said that those glasses made like off of Amazon like $2 million, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, his imprint is crazy. Like somebody to wear these glasses and you put them online, and then 2 million people buy them. Like that's just you man, that's crazy how the influence is with this social media type stuff. Yeah.
But that, and then like, but it's just who and what Deion is. Like, man, we all can, like right now, especially as fathers, like I see like what he doing with his sons. Man, I love it, man.
Oh man.
You see, yeah. See, and I don't know, and I don't want to. This is, you know, how they, unofficially or whatever, how LeBron was hating on Deion.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was he? Oh, you gotta break it down.
With JJ Redick. So JJ Redick put out this comment, and LeBron like second the comment. It was a comment. So Deion went and spoke at the 76ers.
Okay.
And JJ Redick came out with this comment talking about like, when did we start letting stuff in the locker room come out? So, cause Deion's son put out the interview that he did with the 76ers.
Oh, okay.
And JJ Redick, and then LeBron came out, like he put on his social media, 100%. He put JJ Redick, and then put 100%. So everybody, so it's just the whole little scenario, the whole little hate that LeBron was hating on Deion, the whole little scenario and stuff like that. So, I mean, to play with, you know what I'm saying, which is, everybody already know LeBron, what he's trying to do with his sons. And I can feel. I love what Deion got going on with his sons. That's a beautiful.
And his daughter Hooper too. Yeah, man. So he brought all of them over there. You know, I like that.
Beautiful.
If I get a job, like, hey, you know, both my sons coming and my daughter coming, right? I would say that too.
You heard what he said when he told them about like coming back to Atlanta, like if they get Shallow, draft a Shador, if they could draft Shador, they got.
Oh man.
Yeah, he said he's like, they gotta bring both of us to come back to Atlanta.
He ain't coming out.
They got bring. Oh no, he ain't coming out this year.
Yeah.
No, he's talking about like next year. He was like, but to get. They got to bring both of us. They got to get both of us.
I told him, I said, you ain't going this year.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it. You ain't
yeah,
Oh, no,
got to prove a point now. Got to prove a point.
Yeah, Shador ain't going there.
like y'all said, man, he get a line because he getting touched every play. So once they get that taken care of, and I'm sure he'll have some portal transfers that remedy that situation right there, because he getting sacked way too much. Yeah. But next year, definitely, and I agree with y'all. I appreciate him building his resume first because he coached high school for a while, and then he jumped up to Jackson State. You know, I went to Alabama State, so he moving. Yeah,
he coached Pop Warner.
Pop Warner. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay,
he coached Pop Warner. Yeah, to junior high, to high school. They did the charter. So he coached Pop Warner. And then it went to the charter. Okay. So it was like a junior high, like Pop Warner kind of like mixture. Then he went to high school, the truth, his high schools. So he
in Florida or in Texas? What was he at?
No,
Texas.
Texas. In Texas.
All right.
Yeah.
And then he went to Jackson State, HBCU.
Yeah.
With them,
Because at first he was the first one to really move out to the Prosper. He had a big old house.
Okay.
And Prosper. And then he went to Truth, and that's when he moved, I think, Cedar Hill.
How long you staying at Colorado?
That's it depends.
How long? He's got a contract, what, 4 years?
4 years. I think he's better at college to me because pros, if he want to move to pro.
Nah, he said he's not going to.
Yeah, I think college is the best. Some people say, oh, he ought to move up. Nah, he can have more influence on the college guys.
Coach pros. I would, but you talk to a millionaire.
Millionaire.
You tell the millionaire now.
Go do another lap. Yeah. A millionaire.
Hey, let's look at it now. Now you get, but now you starting to get.
They millionaires too. Yeah. Them college boys millionaires
now
too.
You starting to get college boys as millionaires.
Sure. Yeah. But they still respect Deion's name.
This is Deion now.
Yeah.
You got your average coach now.
Yeah.
You can look at his resume and tell you.
Well, that's why I said with Deion compared to other coaches.
Well, it's all about really. Man, I love college football. I love it.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah,
I love college football, but you gotta, cause you come to these people home, sitting down,
just like this,
and telling them, okay, your son, we gonna take care of your son, and you have to sell yourself. And these 4-5 stars, so they can go like anywhere, and to sell them and then actually do it.
Are you telling Deion sitting at your living room right now with your son right there? You telling Deion no?
Nah.
I mean, Nick Saban gonna come too, but it's hard to tell Deion no because he got that. He bringing God into the situation. Hip hop,
he bringing the baby.
He talking shit. He cracking jokes and shit.
For me, because especially because Deion, for me, come from a single parent home.
Yeah.
So he understands a lot of stuff that the other guys like. See what I'm saying? It's a difference when you come from a single parent home, and like he said, he didn't have nobody come to watch him play.
Yeah, he had to root for himself. Yeah.
So
that's self-motivation.
So when a guy like that, see, I'm a type of person. I like the underdog. I like the guy that's supposed to make it.
Yeah,
it means more. So you know what I'm saying. It's probably a lot of talented Deion guys out there that just didn't make it. For whatever reason, we don't went to high school. I'm sure it was at your high school. It was at your high school. It was at our high school.
You understand how hard it is to make the pros. We call it the rule of one. The rule of one is like 1% of all high school, 1% of all middle school kids make high school roster. 1% of all the high school roster make college.
Exactly.
And then the 1% of all college players make pro.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. So if you make it all the way to the pros, you've been a star since you've been like 7.
Yeah, it's the best of the
You've been a star since you've been 7 years old. You've been killing folks since 7, you know. So it's hard to get to that level. And you get somebody like Deion sitting on your couch, like, hey, I'm gonna take care of your son. That's a hard pass. It's hard to say no.
Too,
yeah.
He can prove it. He's got the rings to prove it with his
You can't tell me he don't love that kid like Travis Hunter.
Man, you see what Travis is doing, man? Y'all see, man,
you can't tell me the jubilee he got for that kid.
Yeah.
Playing hard. You're going to play hard. When kids know, like, I've been coaching for like 20 years, man. So, and the kids understand when the coach really care for you. You know what I'm saying? I was that kid playing. I'm like, damn, when I look back, I'm like, damn, like, them coaches weren't getting paid nothing really. You know what I'm saying? Now I know the stipend check you get, that don't even cover the gas. And these guys out there coaching us, you know what I'm saying? So I really respect especially these youth coaches, Pop Warner, Pal, all that type of stuff, like boxing, all these coaches out there giving their time away from their kids, from their family, from their wives. And they really care for these kids, and these kids understand that. So, and it's just so easy for them to fall off that path, you know. So, I mean, these coaches really, it's like an extra father putting their foot on somebody's neck. And you know, I really appreciate the coaches out there.
Bad coaches now.
Yeah, they out there. They out there.
And I'm gonna say something. My nephew, we went to his high school. Now, the coach they won, but boy, that was some terrible coaching I've seen. Like, it was just, you know, and these coaches now in high school, they making 125.
See, I ain't know that, so I got to Texas, man. I ain't know that. They ain't making that in Michigan. Like, Texas, these Texas people, like, they all making money out here, man. Yeah, coaching. Yeah. High school level. Yeah.
High school. It's not even college. It's high school. So you got some of these coaches making, you know.
So we come from a level. We come from an era like your teacher was coaching. And he wasn't even getting nothing extra. He was just coaching. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's a business now, man. So these coaches, that's a whole salary.
It's a big business.
Yeah.
So you know, salute out to the good coaches because it's some bad ones.
Oh yeah.
And we see it. You know what I'm saying? I see it every Sunday and Saturday. I'll be honest.
Especially Sundays.
Especially Sundays. Like I'm serious.
So rounding it back to the topic as far as hip hop, culture, dads,
Top
and everything.
five.
It's just
Top five.
You know, man, just ask me. He say top 5 hip hop influence. I gotta say I'm a Biggie fan. Like, you know, people say Pac or Biggie. I would lean toward Biggie just because in the diss rap he didn't mention Pac at all for like a double album. I thought that was gangster right there. Nas, just Ether when he went against the juggernaut Jay-Z. And then he had a song. I forgot. He wrote the song that it was talking like he was the gun. So I can't think of the name of it, but that was dope. I'm an Outkast fan. Outkast, I would say Andre 3000. I'm from Detroit, so I got to put M on there. You know, it ain't about race or nothing like that. It's the reason don't nobody battle M. It's the reason ain't nobody beefed out with him. Well, MKG went after him, but it was a disaster. It was a disaster. You know what I'm saying? That was a disaster.
That ain't even a situation.
Nah.
That was short. That was
I like Rakim because Rakim was an old school. And for a dude, back then he was a Muslim dude. Like he didn't eat beef, pork and nothing like that. And then he never cussed. Like when you that good and you don't even curse. And in M, he had all them albums. Like he's the top seller and he never used the N-word. Like if you a rapper and never use the N-word and sold like double diamond, that means your skill level is so high. When don't nobody come after you, it's like you a shark. Just rarely people come after a shark. Maybe a whale or something like that, but it's rarely people come after a shark because the shark look like it's always hungry. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if he's full or not. A tiger and a shark. I ain't getting close to neither one of them. I don't care if they just ate. Is that they always look hungry. And shot at him. Yeah. So I'm a Jay-Z fan. I got to slide him in there too, but I just because I love Blueprint, Knock the Hustle, Dead Presidents, all that type stuff.
He's a Jay-Z fan. But he got him in his top 5.
But Lil Wayne, dog, his the way he put stuff together, it's like I say, to this day I still work out with no ceilings, and I like working out with no ceilings the whole mixtape because I know when I'm running or if I'm hitting a heavy bag or something, I know each song, I know where everything at. Yeah. You know, I know he said top 5, and I'm saying like 100 people, but it's certain albums like you ain't got to switch. That Snoop Dogg album, you ain't got to skip nothing. Doggy Style, that Outkast album, you ain't got to skip nothing. That Hootie Hoo, all that Southern playalistic shit.
Athens, I believe.
Yeah, no, the one before that one, the first one, Southern playalistic. You know, that one you ain't got to skip nothing. So them will be my top.
What's your favorite album?
I like all time. I like Southern Outkast, Southern Playalistic. I was just at Alabama State. I graduated '92 from high school. I went down there, and that was just everybody was playing that. You know, Hootie Hoo, and it was just I have no money, and I'm just riding around in my '79 Malibu with a little red light I done hooked up, and we were smoking every day. I'm in school smoking every day, and I just remember that time was just. Music was fun. You didn't need no money to get on chicks. You had on gear didn't matter because everybody's wearing cross-colored and white T-shirts, and nobody had no money, so it was cool. It was cool when ain't nobody had no money. You know what I'm saying? So I remember that and that's when a game was formed when you ain't got no money, and you know. That was the best time. The early 90s where money wasn't a thing. It's just about spitting game, talking shit, making chicks laugh, and wasn't no fighting. Everybody was just cool, passing the blunt, two puffs and pass. And it wasn't nothing illegal. It could be a dude smoking on the corner, and you can be like, let me hit that. He wasn't worried about no fucking crack in it or nothing. You know, everybody was cool, man. You can go, we on campus, you wash your clothes, you can leave and go try to mess with a chick or something. Ain't nobody messing with your clothes. It was just back then, it was just like times was like, when we was talking about earlier, somebody beep you, you go to a payphone and put the quarter in and pay for the payphone. You know what I'm saying? That's back then. That's what we did, man. You know, and so
that was a good time, right?
no, this the hustle we had. Let me tell you the hustle. Let me tell you.
That was cool.
This the hustle. Like, so it cost. I remember this to this day. It cost $2.25 to call Detroit or wherever you was at. We was in Alabama. We was in Montgomery, Alabama, and so we had New York cats, Detroit cats, Chicago, California. So we all knew if you put $2.25 in, you can call your people back home. And then one person found out you can call a phone company and say, "Hey, something happened to my phone call," and they will give you a check for $2.25. We did that shit every other day. So we would call a company like, "Hey, I just put $2.25 in, something happened." They would send us a check back for $2.25. We'd go across the street to cash it. And then we would all put our money together and go to the weed house with $8. Like, "Hey, we need that $10 bag." Well, all we got is $8. And they give us a little shake bag. You know, just back then it was just all love. There was nobody. We smoking brown weed. Like, it wasn't no Kush and all this craters and all the moon rocks and shit. You know, none of that shit. No, it was just weed. We was happy.
I ain't gonna lie. I do all that shit. I gotta look at
Snoop Dogg weed.
the OG.
Oh yeah.
The Krispy Kreme cookies. The
sugar cinnamon.
Oh yeah.
Back when the Freaknik days, it was fun. Just like everything was fun, man.
Yeah. The weed man got put out a menu.
Yeah. What you want? Red, plum, sugar. Nah. It was just weed back then. You know what I'm saying? Fun times. You know what I'm saying?
Man, like I said, man.
I'm lying about that story I just told. Just to let you know. It's all fiction shit. You know. Here's my job looking at me.
Yeah, you know, the nigga a cop. The nigga the po-po. Oh yeah, we all shit. I'm a government, so shit. We all up here. We all up here like, hey man, we all up here. We just telling stories.
Just think about where we at now.
We just try to get money and try to tell stories. And this is all for ha-has and hee-hees.
It's 2023, man, and like weed is legal in like damn near half the states, man. Like Colorado, it's nothing. It's coming here. Now, Texas will probably be one of the last ones, but you can't stop it, man. You can't stop it.
But see, my thing is I travel, so I see it legal in other countries.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's been legal in other countries, yeah.
So I just came from the Philippines. I got it on video. I tell everybody, on every motherfucking corner, they got weed spot, a 7-Eleven, and a massage parlor.
When you said 7-Eleven, I was shocked. Yeah.
On every other corner, a weed spot, a 7-Eleven, and a massage parlor.
How long was you gone for, man?
2 weeks.
Because I was watching, I'm following them on Facebook or something? Instagram. I'm like, damn, he's still out. He'd be, we out here. I'm like, damn, it's been like 2 weeks. I'm like, dog. Come home like the rest of us, motherfucker. Come home.
If it get worse than that, it's about to get. So that's what I said. With all this on this podcast, keep following us. I'm about to get a condo, so we're about to do all-inclusive week vacation giveaway, going to Dominican and Thailand.
I'm in Costa Rica November 16th to the 19th. So with my daughter, yeah.
The beauty of it. So that's what I said, but like where we're growing, where we're going to be able to give away week vacations. Because that's my whole other thing. I want to take, and me and my son, me and the baby boy, we get our passport. So we're sending it off. I'm sending it off this next weekend. When we get it in, coming in, I'm going to show you guys the passport to me and my youngest son. I'm going to take him to Dominican. We're going to Dominican Republic for his spring break. And that's what I said. That's what this Good Dads, Bad Dads podcast, what this is all about. About being a dad, about being a hip-hop dad. Like how hip-hop has influenced me, man. Like,
what's your top five, man?
My top five is DMX.
Oh, I can't leave him out, yeah.
DMX, Pac. So that's one A, 1, 2. So either or interchangeable. Biggie,
So DMX your top one?
nah. Pac is probably my top one.
Okay.
Yeah, then DMX.
2 more.
Biggie, and then it's kind of, man, that's what I said, it's hard. Like,
So it's hard. It's hard.
LL, it's hard.
One more.
So you got DMX, Tupac,
It's a lot of New York
Biggie.
shit. It's a lot of New York shit up
and
there.
LL.
One more.
You got one more.
One more.
Yeah. So then from there, probably, let's see.
Influence. We ain't talking about hits or no. We talking about stuff you listen to.
So then gotta be,
who you fuck with, basically.
Then gotta be a group. Then gotta be.
It could be a group.
UGK.
Oh, and that's it. UGK. Okay, that's Houston, right?
Yeah. So like, because that's what I'm saying. Like I'm coming up from my growth. Growing up, like, because Cube was huge to me.
Oh yeah.
Cube is like, because that's what I said. I was watching that thing. I was like, to get ready for this whole interview today, I was watching stuff last night and going over what my son had printed up for us, and like looking at where Cube against the whole little NWA, him and
no Vaseline and all that,
all that, bro, like all that during that time, like, and understanding me and EJ, we were just coming off my mom trying to kill my dad, and then us going to live, my mom not going to prison, and us going to live with her. You know, I was looking at that stuff last night and recognizing that was during the time period that all that was going on for us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, around the same time period, like, and recognizing that and remembering that was the music, that was the soundtrack to my life at that time. Cause I'm remembering that what we was going through, you know what I'm saying, with our parents and our dysfunction and the music.
Yeah, even the way that the rappers that you mentioned, you probably even dress like them too.
Yeah.
You listen to them, you dress like them, one sock up, one leg up. I don't think they know about that, you know, but it's music was your getaway, you know, from whatever you're going through is your getaway, you know. And we're going to hit them too with they top 5, but before we start, I just got to put in Master P got to be an honor mention because if we talking about body of work, this dude was an independent rapper.
Yeah.
Dog, he got his own noodles and chips. He played. He was on the NBA team. He was a movie star. Like, dog, this dude did everything. You know,
he was his own agent.
He was his own agent. He did everything, man. Put his son on. His Romeo played. I mean, in movies and stuff like that. So I got to put Master P. I got to sneak him in there. He probably won't make anybody's top 5, but I never mentioned about a dude that started from the bottom. That whole No Limit, dog.
He should have made mine.
You should make the top 5, man. I was thinking, man, man, he pro.
Right.
So I'll hit you with your top 5.
Yeah.
So I'd have to go with Biggie for one. The Biggie, Pac 2, Outkast for sure because Blazing Days. Eminem. The reason why I say Eminem is because what he used to rap about, his experience with the crazy ass ex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Had crazy ex?
I had to.
So you relate to him. You relate to him.
So I could relate to what he was saying. So it's like, you know, a lot of it was off the chain, you know, talking about cutting pieces and running into the river and stuff. But now it wasn't that extreme. Just the drama that he went through. As far as the last one, I said P's going to be in there as well because you know P was also around that 2000. J. Cole.
Oh, you went new school, yeah. I like that.
I like that type of J. Cole.
Cool.
I like his music. He's the one that actually got me. You know, my son. He's got me.
He's the truth, man. He's one of the newer school rappers, but he's got the old school.
The other one is like, you know, a lot of people hate on the guy.
Yeah, I never really listened to J. Cole.
Like Drake.
Oh yeah,
I like Drake and The Weeknd.
You ain't never really listened to Drake.
The Weeknd to me.
Nah, I hadn't just dived into him.
Oh really? Okay.
He mentioned Drake. We forgot about Drake. Like he had it for like a whole decade, didn't he? Like
everything he touched was gold.
everything he touched was number one.
Go,
Number one.
And then
decade and a half.
And he didn't talk about not once did he mention selling dope or nothing. Like I respect the dudes that you can rap and you don't even mention selling dope. Like
I think
he didn't even tuck that lane. Yeah,
or maybe kind of bang.
Yeah.
But that's that was his way of rapping in a sense, But
and he's from Canada. He was from Canada. He wasn't even from America. So
those would have to be. I mean, of course, you still have Mystical. I mean, there's so many other people that you can throw in there. Like Bone or even this new guy they have out, OG Mexican OT.
Okay, I'm not familiar with him. Out of Houston?
Yeah, out of Houston. This cat's coming up, and he's big now. And the way he raps, everything has like an R. He rolls everything when he raps.
I got to look him up.
For as a female perspective, I would have to say, of course, Queen Latifah, and not SPM, Snow the Product. I don't know if you heard of Snow the Product. She's a Mexican rapper as well.
Oh, for real? Okay.
And man, she's from Houston area. Her mom's staying in Diamond Hill, but she's also from Cali. She's back and forth. She was brought up with Tech Nine.
Okay, I know Tech Nine.
That type of rap, just as quick, but in Spanish.
Okay. Oh, for real? Okay.
Oh man, she's
dope.
beautiful woman, but she can rap like a motherfucker, man. But
see, now I'm gonna look that up.
Snow the Product.
Yeah.
She's got her own podcast. She's got her own thing. She does a lot. She's done a couple movies as well. Just sexy woman, very beautiful woman. Baby, it's just for the podcast.
Don't hold him up.
Don't hold me ransom. I love
He heard she was beautiful.
I love her.
He heard she was beautiful.
So,
Her calls the voices.
So you're the best beautiful woman today. So
that'll be my first and last.
I know.
Baby girl, you're my one and only.
All we can hear is this, like somebody at the door.
How'd you find the address? No, but no, that's
all right. That's a good list. I totally forgot about Drake, man. What will be your top 5?
Of course, Pac number 1, Jay-Z number 2, Big number 3, T.I. number 4.
Oh, can't forget the King of the South. Yeah.
I'm gonna go King, and I'm gonna go with it because where I ran that was the strip club. Jeezy.
Oh yeah.
Don't make my top 5, but because I listened to a lot of his music, and that top 5 is hard.
It is. It's harder than I thought.
Because I got Scarface right there.
Honorable mention Scarface. Who else?
I got Face right there, who I listen to.
Storyteller.
You got Cube right there, which I don't want to disrespect him because Cube was big young. Matter of fact, younger I was, he was so big before Pac, before he was the guy.
Yeah,
It was
movies, everything.
He was the guy. So you got
Q was a dude, boy. Q, come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Q was a dude, boy. Q was a dude. Q was a dude.
I'm gonna tell you somebody else I like the group that I just love fucking Cypress Hill.
Oh man!
Oh yeah.
About
jump around, nigga. Jump around. Yeah.
You can't go around
Cypress Hill. Of course, Ghetto Boys, Face. I put all them together. And fucking UGK, or down south UGK.
Yeah.
You definitely got.
I got onto that late because I was way up north. Yeah.
Down south, and then 8 Ball and MJG.
Yeah.
And I got partners from Memphis, and they younger.
Lay it down.
And I say, well, who's the king of Memphis? Everybody got a different one. Dolph.
I like Dolph. Yeah.
And then my partner said, man, I would say Juicy J. DJ Paul, the king of Memphis. He's from Memphis. So
okay.
Nah, Juicy over DJ Paul.
He said DJ Paul.
Yes, a Memphis guy said that?
Yeah, a Memphis guy said I would say DJ Paul.
Oh, with Juicy?
Yeah.
I asked him. I said, so who you feel like the king?
I would say Dolph, but I mean that's me.
But, I would say Dolph.
Because I'm young. I'm a little younger, Dolph. I ain't young, but
I just love Dolph, so I would just say Dolph.
So,
Nigga, you my age.
I know. I'm younger. I'm 1 year younger.
So
facts.
So he You ain't hit the 50 ball.
I know, ain't the 50 ball yet. Hey, if you're under 50, raise your hand, goddamn it. You keep your hand down, motherfucker.
I'm almost there.
Yeah.
Fuck off, y'all.
No, we understand how, see, everybody list is a little different. It's a couple people that made everybody list, but it's just, hip hop is so big, you can just reach in and grab, you know?
And what I love about it, because just like you said, when you going through, you got two crazy ex.
Mm-hmm.
So when somebody rap, you can feel it. Mm-hmm. Just like you said back when you was like in college and stuff, Outcast, and it was the feel, like what's going on. Like,
I got 5 on it. I remember that song, you know what I'm saying?
Loonies.
Yeah.
And I shout out to 40 Water. 40 Water, bad boy too.
He ain't make nobody list, but honorable mention fucking 40 Water. Honorable mention.
40 Water.
He had a whole dialogue. Yeah.
Yeah, he got a whole dictionary.
Yeah, dictionary. Yeah.
That's why I say even now, like we might not like it because we like different stuff. I like and then shout out to BG. You definitely on mine. It's what
BG.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I can't forget BG.
It's what it's what you going through. It's what you going through.
I can't forget BG.
It'll hit you,
BG.
and that's what make music so good. It's like you can go
to
through
relate
something.
to it.
Yeah. Like it's I mean,
that shit happens all the time. Every time a song come on, whatever's going on in your life, man, I can associate with that. That's going on right now.
But that's the beauty, like at different points in your life. So if artists could hit different points,
it's crazy because I was listening to an interview with Zero, and everybody like Zero. Like a lot of people like Zero. I said, I don't want to listen to that crying stuff, like suicide music. And it was that song, I Hate You So Much. You remember that song?
Yeah.
That's one of his biggest songs.
Yeah.
So I see. So I heard the story why he made the song. He said, because they asked him, they said, well, how you your song, I Hate You So Much, was that a real thing? He said, oh, yeah. He said, yeah. He said, I made that story because this girl broke up with me and left the house. So I get me a new girl. We doing our thing. Old girl get mad, come back. And start a fight, argument. You know what I'm saying? So call the police. Said I hit her.
Yeah.
So the police were like, well, we're going to have to take you to jail. And he said, man, I ain't did nothing to her. So he said, well, they put the handcuffs on him, got him in the car. I said, well, we just going to take you down the street or whatever, away from it. We're not going to really take you to jail. So they took him down, I guess however far down the street. So by that time, I guess they chilling and waiting. He see the old U-Haul budget truck driving in. He probably ain't thinking nothing of it. Shit.
She already got the shit coming in.
Hold on. Goddamn, by the time he they drop him back off, shit, she done wiped him out.
Yep.
Beyonce shit, they be here in a minute.
So I don't blame him. I hate you.
Hey, what year was this? What year was this?
When that song?
What just happened? Yeah.
How old was that song? That song was like in 2006?
Because I remember because I've been a cop since 90. I've been in the police since 96. And I remember we used to go to the house. We used to go to the house, be like, oh, it's a problem. Take them out the way, go to your boy house.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they'll double back. So they passed a law where the domestic shit got to be 24 hours. Then it went to 48 hours. Now it's at 72 hours.
Okay.
It's just crazy. Like on allegations. So I tell people, like, be careful. Be careful. So all the fathers, like, you can be chickens to say anything. I'm not saying all women say stuff like that, but sometimes they act on emotion. And it's like, I know how to really get them. I'm gonna get them locked up tonight. Then I can do whatever I want. I can move everything out. You know what I'm saying? So I tell everybody,
I done went through it.
Check your emotions, calm down, because they'll win. You know what I'm saying? You gotta calm down, man, because when it get out of hand, it's like, cool heads prevail. I always tell people that, man.
I just because they know the law on their side. You a big guy. They come in. Of course, you got to be the aggressor.
Yeah.
That's how I went. I mean, I'm gonna talk about it. That's how I went to jail. My ex wife, she beat the shit out of me. I was scratched up. I was all bitten up, and he beat me up. He threw me down. Who's got all the shit on him? But they said she was trying to defend herself. That's why I went to jail. I'm like,
and most guys be like, do you want her to go? No, I don't want her to go. This one, but the women don't. You ask them that. I want him to go. I want him to go. Right.
And
now.
it was crazy because when I went down, they put
Let
me
him
in.
size you up and everything. Like, well, he's a
And
big guy.
he's calling me a piece of shit, saying, you like beating on women. I was like, man, I didn't beat on anybody. And I said, you talk shit because I'm in these cups. Take these cups off. Let's go if you want to. I'll show you who's a tough guy, But I didn't even touch her. So when I went down there, they put me in. When I went to go to court, they just said, well, pretty much the DA don't have their ducks in a line. So you can't get in trouble for 5 years. Trouble in 5 years, then they just drop the charges. I'm like, that's
a long time. That's a long time too.
It was over and done with. You get away from that toxic shit, and that's why I said I related a lot to Eminem. So
When you go through stuff like that, because it's vindictive stuff.
Yeah, it's very vindictive. And
I didn't hit you, man. Come on now.
Oh man, yeah.
I seen Tank went through that. Look, I seen on YouTube. Tank went through that. Trying to get his girl out, and next thing you know, she's like, he hit me. She's like, what? Police locked his ass up. I'm like, damn, Tank, Devontae. Baby mama, I seen that on YouTube.
Davis, John T. Davis.
Yeah.
And the thing about these women, no.
Tank.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can YouTube it. No, not Tank. No.
Okay.
Well, Tank not gonna get the benefit of the doubt because how he grabbed a girl.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah, he looked real bad on that. Yeah.
So he's not gonna get the benefit.
Yeah. He looked real bad. He was younger though, but he looked real bad on that.
But he snatched up. He's like, and I'm telling you, a lot of these, they come in there, they see you got a nice size on you. They looking at her like, well, nah, well, he got.
She crying. First of all, she crying. She crying. She crying.
Yeah, she dramatic. They cry about anything. They be lying and crying. I don't want the women to feel like.
Yeah, we don't promote this. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Even the women hit the like and subscribe. We love y'all. Shit. Some of y'all be bullshitting though. Some of us be bullshitting, but some of y'all be bullshitting.
Yeah, I don't want to. Bashing in that.
Yeah, you caught. We went on a little rant. We might edit out some of that out, right? But you know what we talking about. Shit. You know what we talking about. Being a father, being a man is hard out here. You can't take them to Cheesecake Factory no more. You can't. It's a whole bunch of rules out here. Yeah. Crazy.
All you guys that listen, they put
out. You can't take them nowhere. Coffee, they can't do nothing, man. So,
what's that saying? It's hard out here for a pimp.
Yeah. Shit is, man. And like I said, we the hip hop generation, so it's just to go back to what we talking about. It's just that we seen a lot. We 70s, 80s, 90s babies. We done seen it all. Like, so we 70s babies. We got 90s babies. Some of us 2000 babies and stuff like that. So we done seen. They said our generation has seen so much because we went from. So we born in the 70s. So we done seen. We done seen everything. TVs changed from gigantic big screens to paper thin 80-inch TVs and shit. We done seen it all, man.
And it's crazy how we used to live like the big bulky TV.
Consoles and stuff.
How we used to live and because no remote, like we had to get up there and turn the knob.
It was like 4 channels. 2, 4, 7, 20. And cartoon. I tell these young folks, man, cartoons came on at 7 to 8 in the morning, and then from 3 to 4 in the morning. For after school, 3 to 4:30 maybe, and then Saturdays for like 2 hours. That was it.
What's good, everybody? Hey, we back. We finished shutting up last few questions, conversations. Like I said, finishing up on this loving hip-hop fathers. First generation hip-hop fathers. We got our Delta, Alpha, Delta, Zeta. Zeta.
Oh, Z.
Yeah, we're
change the Z. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, not the S. Yeah. So Delta, Alpha. We got, I got the whole first generation hip hop fathers discussion. That's what we like right now. Like how, because hip hop played a big influence, especially for me, to really tell the story to be able to unveil and tell the story and tell a beautiful story. This is going to be such a beautiful, I mean, especially to the women. Because we're a man. And I know Jose is excluded from this. And Big Rod too, to a certain extent. But we are single man. So to the women, this is going to be such a beautiful story. It's going to be such a beautiful story to make you just love the fuck out of us. For real. Like, I've time tested this, and this is proven and time tested. And so just now, to put it all together, like I said, for this podcast, like to go ahead, time it out, finish it out. Like I said, the hip hop story and beauty about like men loving to be fathers, loving to raise our next generation. You know what I'm saying? And teach and reach and just be good energy, good frequency, good vibrations, good. Like I said, this man and like the beauty of what he had with his oldest daughter, mother's new husband. It's a beautiful situation. All that, just the stories. So the stories that we're coming out with, telling, I mean, oh man, it's a beautiful thing, bro.
Yeah, if I had to sum up what Hip Hop Dags, what we were talking about earlier, we got the opportunity right now. We got two fathers in here whose sons are behind scenes right now. And I can tell by the reaction they face when I ask this next question is hip hop dads, we're like the first generation. I know it's going to sound crazy to the daddies who got kids in here right now. We the first cool dads. I'm be honest. We the first cool dads. I'm be honest with you. So it's like we embrace hip hop. We love rap. We love the culture. We grew up dressing nice. Fathers before us, I'm not no diss to them,
though, bro.
No diss to them, but we like the cool dads, dog. Like we the cool dads, man.
I can't dispute it, but I can't lie. And my brother gonna attest with me. We had.
You had the coolest. He was the coolest.
Man, me and EJ, we had a cool ass dad.
Afro with the
all that.
all that. That's good, man.
I did.
God bless.
Like
man.
So. Like our mom had this whole little thing to where she felt like we like favored our dad over her, and it wasn't that. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was just that we had you got
that's
this
a blessing,
amazing,
man. That's a blessing.
Yeah, and that's a blessing.
Oh, I look at the pictures of my pops. I'm like, he look cool as hell, but he ain't cool as me. But he look cool, like with his cars and shit.
But see, that's what I say. When you know your daddy, when you get the chance to know, and you see dudes around him, that ain't the whole thing. It would mean EJ get to, we got to see the men around him, the respect that they paid to our daddy. It wasn't how we looked at our daddy and the respect that me and EJ had. No, it was the men around, the men his age.
Oh, his boys.
His homeboys.
I remember my pop's boys, Joe. Cool ass Joe.
Man, like I said, when you get a chance to see, like, and you like, God damn, my daddy is the man. Like, yeah, I mean.
But question is, could you go to your dad and talk to him about anything?
Yes.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
Do you think it's easier for your sons now to talk to you about something, or easier for you to talk to your dad about something?
Well, it would be because I had that. So it'd be easy for my sons to come to me and talk to me. Like me and this little nigga, we talk about everything. That was his mama. His mama was like, yo, daddy, oh, really? Y'all like...
Because you understand.
His mama was surprised about what me and him talk about. And that's why I said, if my older son would have, and that's what he lost out on, because me and EJ, that's what we had. Yeah,
we just talked to my dad about
that's good, man.
Anything.
Anything.
Scared. Like he was real, like down to earth. Like like
yeah, we could talk to our dad about it.
I'm talking about when I say anything.
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 That's good, man. That's a blessing, bro.
And that's what I said, when you recognize the blessing of it, to have a male, your daddy.
Yeah.
like not your mama, but your daddy that really fully understands you. Understand everything that you done gone through, you going through, everything as a man. And like when you try to explain that nigga, like he cuss you off and tell you everything that you like, nah, nigga, I already know what the fuck you about to say. Like, yeah, I mean, like that's our dad. Like, nigga, nah, nigga, you can't explain shit to me. I already know what the fuck you about to say. You about to say this. And he said everything you about to say. he said everything you about to say. You can't say shit because you like.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, my daddy, he was. I would say he was the coolest. Like, I have a girl over, be in the bedroom or whatever. Then they hear the door. They jumping up. What you doing? Oh man, your daddy, he don't care. He clapping me. I been woman back there, a girl back here. Like he good. No, your daddy. I said, man. But he was just that cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my daddy, he'd come to me. I remember I think I was like in the 8th, 9th grade. I was sitting there like, man, why don't you get your study in here, man? That time, like, no, that ain't gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But he thought like, no, man, it look good on you. You know what I'm saying? He was that type of dad. Like he was just cool, but he stood on education. And you definitely get your education, you graduate, stuff like that. But as far as he stood on that. But as far as being, you know, he, like you said, I got good boys.
That's good. That's good.
You know,
when he
they ain't
said
finna
that.
get into too much, you know. He knew he had good boys, so but he was very, you know, I remember coming home one day and he had some little dancers at the house. They was on the porch and stuff. I walked past them.
How old was you?
But I was like 19.
Okay. So you knew what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said, Jamie, you see what I got out there, don't you? I said, you got your ones? I said, no, I need to go get some. He said, you damn right. Said, we're gonna have some fun tonight.
Okay.
But he was just that kind of pops though. He was a man, but he liked having fun, but you know, he was definitely a cool dad.
Okay. That's the plus, man. How about you, Jose? Would you say you cooler than your dad, or was your dad pretty cool?
Okay, so the relationship, I've always had a good relationship with my dad. When my mother was alive, I'd always talk to her on the phone. But since she passed, I made it a point to call him every day at 12:30.
Okay,
and have that conversation from 12:30 to 1 o'clock every single day. As far as you saying as cool as my dad was, yeah, I guess I would say I'm a little cooler than him. My dad's 90 years old.
Okay.
Oh.
So he's more...
So that's a different cool.
He's more old school. And now he's telling me stories of what he did back when he was in the military. And I'm like, God damn, you crazy motherfucker. Banging in the cemetery and shit like that. I'm like, God damn, Dad, you bad motherfucker, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, he would the way I was raised by him, it was not more of I told you so, you stupid motherfucker. He would just let me fail.
Okay. Yeah.
He would let me fail and then put his hand out. Okay, you can do it again. You're going to do it again.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say he's about the only male figure that I know in my life that would want me to be better than him.
Okay.
And wouldn't
that's the biggest sign.
You know, wouldn't be upset that
that's how all fathers, that's how we think, man.
So
to want you to be better than me.
Yeah, better, have nicer things than I have. Be better than me. And I took my mom and dad's way of raising me, and I have my own way of raising my kids. Because I have 3 boys and 2 girls. And the way I raised my boys, and he's one of them, he's a witness, and I got him 11 years ago, about 11 years ago with his mom. And his father wasn't in the picture, so he was more with the mom all the time. And at first it was kind of rough. Because he didn't have that male figure in his life, and he can vouch for this. And the way I spoke to him, he just didn't kind of like it because I was a little firm with him. And I told him, man, I'm not going to sugarcoat shit with you at all. I'm going to tell you straight the way it is. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. You need to grow a pair of balls. Now you got a man in the house, and this is how it's going to be. And ever since then, it turned him into a young man. He came to me, you know, he used to use my truck. He wrecked it a few times. And, you know, I was like, okay, are you okay? Are you okay?
Right.
Everything okay? Yeah. And then I think it was the second time he wrecked my truck. He goes, motherfucker, are you ever going to yell at me or some shit? What for? Shit's already done. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it.
As long as you good.
As long as you good, you're good.
Yeah.
And like I said, it has to do with hip hop is that we can actually share that. His music, and I like that. I mean, we have something in common.
Right.
Even though it's a big age difference, but we can share that in common and still talk about that.
Yeah.
And not only music, sports as well. Now,
music, it relates to sports, to
everything.
It relates to everything.
So when
we're one.
Oh, yeah.
One is one. Once you recognize that oneness of whatever it is, so we're going to call it hip hop. But hip hop into sports, into fatherhood.
Oh,
It's a oneness into everything. Where, like I said, like, are you going to fuss at me? Why do I gotta fuss at you?
Why I gotta yell at you?
You already know what the fuck. You already know what the fuck I expect of you. You already know.
Hey, look, and when he make it, you owe him a truck.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. You make a mistake. You're a young man. You're supposed to make this mistake.
Hell yeah. That's the only way you're gonna learn.
I'm gonna give it. That's the only way you're gonna learn. You're gonna make mistakes.
Oh yeah.
I need you to learn from this mistake. Let me see you learn from this.
And as fathers, when we buy our kid a car, we already know.
Yeah.
It's going to be an accident. One or two. Hopefully they don't get hurt, but it's going to be an accident. Dog, I dropped my daughter car off. I drove from here to Detroit. Remember I told you? I dropped the Ford Escape 2015. That's good for a young person, right?
Right.
I drop it off. I drive back. I flew back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And 2 days later, she called me crying. Oh, I'm like, damn, what's wrong? What's wrong? I had an accident. I'm thinking like, damn, it ain't even been 1 day. But we know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, are you okay? She's crying. I'm okay. I'm like, hey, damn. I knew she's a nervous driver, but I'm like, I thought I could at least get 4 months out of the deal. But that's just how it is. And her people fixed it. It was like blew the tire out. So it wasn't nothing major. But I'm like, we know as father. Then it's funny because the stories we telling, the stories you telling about your pops, the story you telling about your pops, man, they gonna have the same shit. They gonna have the same stuff. They gonna be like, man, my pops, not only was he cool, he had a podcast. You know what I'm saying? My pop, I wrecked this truck 2 times. He didn't yell at me. I'm like, what? You ain't gonna yell at me? Nah. So you know what's coming. When you had your son or your daughter, they get in that accident. I'm like, hey, just calm down. Are you all right? Yeah. All right, you need a tow? Okay, we're gonna get the tow. You don't wanna yell at me? It's the shit everything come full circle, man. That's that hip hop shit is just that we understand because we went through that. And it's like not that we know everything. It's just that a lot of times we've been through the same
evolution.
shit,
It's just
man.
the whole
the same shit. Just like hip hop evolved,
everything gotta grow.
we evolved.
Everything gotta grow.
It's crazy that like our parents told us stuff. But we young, we ain't.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. We the parents. You
Working from
now
that.
you see where they were coming from. You know what I'm saying?
So we're coming through from hip hop, but they were just coming through from blues and and R&B and just regular
That's why y'all threw me for a loop because I say like, hey, we was cool in our father. Y'all was like, hold on, bro. Our father was cool as hell. And what I mean that is that we learn, every generation learn from the previous generation. And I see y'all pops was cool, but I know, and sometimes your kids don't know you cool. Like my daughters, you ask their friends, they're like, they call me coach. Man, I coach at her school basketball, and I'm coaching boxing. So it's like, damn, your dad cool. They like, is he? Like they don't see it. They don't see it. No, they don't see it. Like your dad dressed cool. He got a cool car. He cool. They like, nah, he be putting me on punishment. That motherfucker ain't cool. But to other people that can look and see, like your dad kind of cool.
And it's crazy. I used to go home. This is when I moved up. I go home. It's women that he's dating went to school with us. Over there. Like, what you doing over there? Me and Earl talk.
Brothers, man. That's right.
Yeah.
Like dudes that went younger than me over there. My dad, God bless his soul, he's in heaven, got a dice game going. I know shooting dice. He in heaven with a dice game. Shooting dice like them guys. I said, man, you gonna take he old enough to get his money too.
That used to be insane. I like Dad. that boy a kid, man. You gonna take his money? That nigga ain't old enough to get his money taken. He put it in the pocket.
You gonna learn today.
He put money in the pocket. He old enough to get taken.
like that man, like you knew it.
Yeah.
You knew it, and you know, you had so much fun around because at one point I was going home. I wasn't even really kicking with my homeboy. I just go home kicking with dad. And we you know, some barbecue, and he loved barbecuing, and man, we'll go to the casino, or I mean, I just had so much fun around him. But I really knew he you know,
and that's why I said that's what this podcast is about. Because, like I said, man, he was raised by a single father.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, that's pretty rare. I don't know the stats on this shit, but that's kind of rare.
Especially
at that time, it's kind of rare.
You know
so y'all got a different perspective. And that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
When we talk about hip hop dads, we talk about this is part of my high school, Halloween costume, the 80s glasses, they got real shit. This is a costume shit, right? And this is we grew up like that, man. And we just trying to here to tell you, tune in with us. We gonna kick it to you. You see this conversation real. It's a little more than coffee in this thing right here. So you understand? We kicking it real. We having real conversations. Jose, EJ, T, me, Rob, Ming. We having real conversations about life, and it's gonna continue to get better and better. I know we about to close on this, but we got the sons in the background. They looking like, I see them laughing and looking like, you know what? My dad ain't that bad. And most cool dads, we dress like cool dads. This is the regular Saturday, but we dress like cool dads. You know, ain't no daddy, old school daddy wearing no jeans like this. It's an old school shirt. This is an old t-shirt like this. You know, that's what I meant. It's on the NFL. Shit, it's some real shit. We just want to have fun. Want y'all to tune in on a weekly basis and just see what we talk about. Hey, they say remember the commercial in the 80s? You can learn a lot from a dummy. You can learn a lot from a dummy. You can learn something. Sitting here, everybody understand. We have a talking shit.
Help us get to a point to where we can come to y'all live, where we can start doing like live podcasts, like on a weekly basis. Once a week. So to discuss the things that we're going to hit y'all like, because that's the whole thing. Talking like, I want to give flowers to fathers. Like, man, right now, fathers are needed. Fathers are needed. Really, I'm sorry. And this is my platform. This is what I stand on. Fathers are needed. Fathers right now are needed. We are needed. And we are needed. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. I stand on that. Fathers, we are needed. But you love your kids. You sit up here.
Step up.
Yeah.
Everybody got to step up. Now, I'm serious because, you know, I'm a single man, and I've seen a lot of single women with kids and their fathers not stepping up. So it's a lot of deadbeats that need to, step up.
And the streets don't give a damn. They just They just reaching up, grab them, and pull them in, man.
And pull them in, and then they go to penitentiary. Waiting for the penitentiary. Jail is an $80 billion business. Don't become part of that business. I guess it's, I watch the news every day. I see young guys throwing their life away every day.
And when you say you see it, I see it. You know what I'm saying? The last 28 years, man. So I tell the guys, I've mentored about 4,000 kids at this point. And the stats I've been saying is you can look this up, the stats. It's a bus every day to go to the prison. So it's 50 young brothers go. It's usually Black and Latinos. Every day, 5 days a week. That's 250 a week. That means that's 1,000. That's 250 a week. So that's 1,000 a month going to prison. 1,000 dudes a month. And sometimes when they go into court, I'm like tying their ties for them. They don't know how to tie ties. because the fathers is not there. So this whole podcast is for fathers to step up. You got a question? Hit us in the comments. You want? I mean, we not perfect. Ain't nobody here perfect. We like basically on the job learning. You know what I'm saying? So we understand. We learn from each other.
I learn from me guys. You know, we learn from each other. So.
It takes a village. You know what I'm saying? That's the old African proverb. It takes a village, man. You know, and I'm big on African proverbs, and one of my favorite ones is he who's carried from the village don't know how far the village really is. So sometimes you getting coddled by the moms too much. And no disrespect to the moms out there doing their thing, but it's more so the father needs to step up, because ain't nothing like, you've seen the videos on YouTube and Instagram. When that father yell that name, them kids straighten up, man. Them kids straighten up. Yeah. And it's nothing like a father's love. It's different type love now. Yeah. The mother give that motherly love, but that fatherly love, you ain't gonna get away with everything you don't get away with. That father right there putting that firm voice in. So we just here to say, hey, fathers, keep doing what you're doing. If you got a problem or a question, hit us up in the comments, and maybe we can bring you in on the panel. I ain't saying we're gonna fly your ass in here or nothing like that, but we will address it, and we can do Zoom, and we can pull you in on a Zoom call, and we can talk to you about that. And if we don't have the answers, we're gonna get them.
All right, guys. Hey, we're closing out. We appreciate everything. We appreciate you guys tuning in with us, man. Hey, it's a lot of different things out here that can take up your time, a lot of different places. Like Jay-Z said, there's a lot of different, what Jay-Z said is a lot of different places you could be. Thank you for being with me.
Yeah. I chose you to be with me tonight.
Yeah. That whole
H is
however it goes. Yeah. Like, it's a lot of different. Oh. We appreciate it. The whole fan. I'm a Tupac. I'm saying my brother, like.
Yeah, but they all great.
Yeah, all of them great. That's what I said, the beauty about all this.
I like all of them. They're great.
The beauty about all this is different men, different perspectives, different, like, how we're going to just move forward in the building up of all this. So, this end of the podcast, man, we thank you guys for tuning in, coming in, and showing off, giving me a chance to tell my story and show off my oldest son. I see the naughty by nature, but the whole other thing is what's on the back. You know what I mean? Then, with my youngest son, being here with my brother, my main man, Big Rob, you know what I mean? With our company, our business associates with Sweat Boxing, and everything that we got going on there. Man, I just appreciate you guys, really think, and want to thank the panel today for being here and sharing. And man, I was entertained. Man, hip hop is big. I am hip hop. Hip hop came out August the 11th. August the 11th. Then I was born October the 11th. I am hip hop.
I am hip hop.
I am hip hop, bro. People always say, I am hip hop. I'm Earl Willis' son. Christian Willis' father. I'm Braden Alexander Willis' father. The beauty about what we're about to share through this podcast, the whole other thing what we're about to give, like I said, it's about to be magic. It's about to be a movie. It's about to be a movie. So, hey guys, thank you guys for coming out, spending this time with us. Keep coming out, spend this time with us. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be educational. It's going to be entertaining, educational, and we're going to give you stats. We're going to give you information. We're going to give you laughs. Hey, man. Hey, Good Dads, Bad Dads podcast.
Like and subscribe. Don't forget.
Peace out.